ruin has come to our family. You remember our venerable house, opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power. With relic and ritual, I bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long-buried secrets, exhausting what remained of our family fortune on swarthy workmen and sturdy shovels. At last, in the salt-soaked crags beneath the lowest foundations, we unearthed that damnable portal antediluvian evil. Our every step unsettled the ancient earth. But we were in a realm of death and madness. In the end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity, until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house, opulent and imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the darkest dungeon.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient, pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path, you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption. Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead. An ambush will send these vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome. Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home. Leave nothing unchecked. There is much to be found in forgotten places. Dispatch this thug in brutal fashion, that all may hear of your arrival. blossoms. Welcome home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them. Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion. Trinkets and charms, gathered from all the forgotten corners of the earth. Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear. In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings. A mecca of madness and morbidity. Your work begins. The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. Another one falls. Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage. Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive. Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. Be gone, fiend. Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. Mechanical hazards, possessed by evil intent.
Carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
The walls close in. The shadows whisper of conspiracy.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless. Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood. Executed with impunity.
A death by inches.
Ghoulish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud. Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
We dug for months, years, an eternity, and we were rewarded with madness.
Fresh kegs, cards, and curtained rooms promise solace to the weary and broken alike. The cobwebs have been dusted, the pews set straight. The Abbey calls to the faithful.
This man understands that adversity and existence are one and the same. Elusive, evasive, persistent. Righteous traits for a rogue. The fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line? A handsome reward for a task well performed. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. The ground quakes. Dazed, reeling, about to break. Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive. Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
Executed with impunity. A death by inches. Becoming unwound.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
Such a terrible assault will not be left unanswered. The slow death, unforeseen, unforgiving.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home. Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage. Impressive. Perched at the very precipice of oblivion. Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light? A spark without kindling is a goal without hope. The light, the promise of safety. Mind that such missteps are the exception, and not the rule.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Another one falls.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end. If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption. Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood. Room by room, hall by hall, we reclaim what is ours. Though long years may seek to separate them, action and consequence will invariably have their dreadful reunion. Make no mistake, we will face ever greater threats. Our soldiers must be ready. The bellows blast once again. The forge stands ready to make weapons of war. The raw strength of youth may be spent, but his eyes hold the secrets of 100 campaigns. A little hope, however desperate, is never without worth. The courtyard and gardens surrounding the manor were once a point of pride for the diligent custodians I employed. Great banquets and lavish social affairs were hosted here under the stars.
Despite the expectation of propriety normally ascribed to those in our position, we mocked the stoic melancholy of the moss-covered fountains and cherubic statues, our salacious trysts half hidden in the hedgerows, our morality slipping ever deeper into the mud.